Hello everyone! Welcome to the World Tapping Circle. I'm your host, Sonya Sophia. I am delighted to be here with you again. Thank you for tuning in, turning that light on inside of yourself, moving all of this stuff through so that you can show up and be the most vibrant, healthy, gorgeous you that you can possibly be. I want to remind you that this is a live broadcast, but it is also a huge, vast video library. So all these gorgeous taps that we do can be used again and again and again on different subjects. So make sure that you're getting full use out of your membership by setting up a time on your own schedule, being like, yep, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Think of how much better you would feel if you had something like this every couple of days, helping you to process whatever is happening in your life. All right, on that theme, today's theme is Renew Me. So where I am right now, it's springtime. The trees are starting to bud out. The birds are singing. The green grass is growing. It's gorgeous, and it's only going to get more and more beautiful over the next few weeks. So I'm feeling this spirit of renewal, this renewed energy, this renewed commitment to the projects that I'm doing, what I'm up to in my life, my own personal self-care, and I'm hoping to inspire you to do the same. So I'm going to peek into the chat, say hi to everyone. Hey Dylan and Chico, Luna in Florida, Dora also in Florida. Hello everyone. Hi Peter in, so many Floridians, also in Seminole, Florida. Great, Joyce in Seattle. Welcome everybody. Yakova here in Austin, that's where I am. Very happy to see you all piling into the room. So today's theme is Renew Me. So we are looking at a place in our lives that maybe has been feeling dull or lackluster or stuck or broken or old, or just it's time to do some spring cleaning. Where would you like to remodel? What do you need to clear out and let yourself be healed and rejuvenated on? So that's what we're going to be focusing on. Okay? So tuning in to what that would be super yummy to have some help on. I'm sure there are many areas that you could use this help on, but where would it be the most happy for you? If I were going to come over and say, let's clean out that closet, let's look in those cupboards, let's look under that bed, let's clean out that attic or that storage shed or that storage unit. If you had some expert help for an hour to come move some mountains, where would you like that help? And that's where I want you to point this session. All right. So tuning into that. And I just want to say, if the theme of the day doesn't work for you, take the same moment that you're here, click out of the live broadcast, go into the video library and find something that fits where you're at even more precisely. That is always an option. And these circles are going to feel the same because I am recording them with you in the future as well as you in the present in mind. And that is my meditation, to be of service and to be of use to people who aren't even here live with us. So that will always be a real thing for you when you go into the video library. And you will find that at worldtappingcircle.com membership area, orange button upper right hand corner. All right, having said all of that, dear beings, tuning into where you would like some energy of renewal. We're going to pop into the core causes questions, 5 minutes to answer some questions. There'll be a link that pops up where you can do that survey. You'll also see it up on your screen, and we'll be back in 5 minutes to tap on through. Okay, sweet beings. Hopefully that was useful. You ready to tap on through to the other side? Let's go. Finding your collarbones, dropping down to the front of your chest. Big, deep breath. Big sigh. Tuning in to that place that you're ready to renew yourself in. Just noticing how you feel about it right now. Maybe you feel embarrassed by it. Maybe you feel guilty. You feel stressed. Maybe you feel sad or overwhelmed. So I'd like you to start with just the biggest feeling that is there for you. Repeating after me. Even though I feel, and then say how you feel about this. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the eyebrows. Big deep breath again. Tapping the temples. Even though I feel, and then say it again. Tapping the cheeks. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping under the nose. Tapping under the lips. It's okay that I feel this way. And let's just accept for now that we feel like this. Just maybe for 60 seconds. Big deep breath. I feel so, and then say it again. Messy. Overdue. Whatever that is. Tapping the chest. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, even though I feel, and then say again how you're feeling about this. Tapping the front of the ribs, big deep breath again. Tapping the side of the ribs. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the inside of the wrist. Even though I feel, and say it one more time. Tapping the side of the thumb. It's okay. I give myself permission. Tapping the index finger. To accept these feelings of, and then say what's true for you. Tap the middle finger and breathe. Big deep breath. Tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. I give myself permission. Tapping the little finger. To accept for now. Tap the side of the hand. That this is the state I'm in about, and then say your subject. Tapping the top of the head, big deep breath. Tapping the eyebrows, I give myself permission. Tapping the temples. To accept the part of me that judges myself, tapping the cheeks, for feeling this way. And see if there's a judgment in there. Is there a part of you that's shaking your finger at you, saying you shouldn't be this way, or it shouldn't have become this, or you should have taken care of this earlier, what's wrong with you? Tapping under the lips. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the chest. Even with this part of me, tapping the front of the ribs. That's been feeling, and then say how you've been feeling. Angry, sad, hurt, in pain, fearful. tapping the side of the ribs. And this judgment about the situation, and then speak out loud the judgment. Take 1 whole minute to let that voice in your head have some air. What are all the mean things that voice in your head tries to tell you about this situation? Tap your thumb and say them out loud. Tapping the index finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tap the middle finger. And I give myself permission. Tap the bottom of the 4th finger to accept that there is a part of me that is judging me so hard. Tapping the little fingers, telling me what? Say it again. Tapping the side of the hand. It's okay. Tapping the top of the head. I am open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the sides of the head, the back of the head, even though a part of me is really judging me. Tapping the eyebrows. I'm open to releasing the pain of this judgment. That's trying to do what for me? What do you think all of this judgment is trying to do for you? What is it trying to create for you? It's trying to help me. It's trying to make sure I get it done. It's trying to keep me safe. Tapping the chest. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the front of the ribs, even though there's a part of me. Tapping the side of the ribs that's been trying to protect myself with all of these thoughts. Tapping the inside of the wrist. Big deep breath. So where did you pick up those thoughts? What are the worst ones? Tapping the side of the thumb. I might have picked this up from my mom. See if your mom thought that way about herself, spoke that way about herself, or thought those things or spoke those things about you. Yeah, it's moving inside me too. Tapping the index finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the bottom of the middle finger. I give myself permission to release these thoughts that I picked up from where or from who. Tapping the bottom of the 4th finger. This mean thought that I picked up from my dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, school, church. Tapping the little finger, I give myself permission to release this conditioning. Tap the side of the hand. It tells me I'm doing it wrong, that I'm too late, that I'm not enough. Big deep breath. Tapping the top of the head. I'm open to loving and accepting myself just like I am. Tap the eyebrows. Even though, tap the temples. I'm so used to thinking this way and feeling this way. Tapping the cheeks. Big deep breath. Tapping under the nose. I accept the part of me that's been overwhelmed. Tapping under the lips. Stuck. Tapping the chest. Disoriented. Tapping the front of the ribs. In shock. Tapping the side of the ribs. This part of me that's been needing some attention. Tapping the inside of the wrist and breathe, and just send that part of you some love. So if this were a kid who was feeling shut down, scared, overwhelmed, under-supported, how would you treat them? And I want you to put that same love on yourself. Send yourself a little mercy. Tap the index finger. I accept the part of me that's been struggling with this. Big deep breath. Tapping the middle finger, struggling to fix it, struggling to avoid it, struggling to minimize how much this matters to me. Tapping the bottom of the fourth finger and breathing. Tap the little finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the side of the hand. And I give myself permission. Tapping the top of the head. To recover my strength. Tap the eyebrows, my energy. Tapping the temples and my focus. Tapping the cheeks. It's so hard to look at this, so just tuning into the part of you that still might feel a little overwhelmed or distressed or wiggly. Tapping under the lips. This part of me that feels, and then say how you feel when you tune into this issue. Tapping the chest. I give myself permission to recover my energy. Tapping the front of the ribs. To recover my strength. Tapping the side of the ribs. To feel myself being supported right now. Big deep breath. And just take in the support of this circle. There's so many of us here tapping with you. My support, Divine Spirit's support. Tap the inside of the wrist. I give myself permission to open to this support. Tap the side of the thumb. Allowing myself to be held as I release. Tap the index finger. And open to new possibilities. Tapping the middle finger. This part of me that is releasing fear. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. Judgment. Big deep breath. Tap the little finger. Procrastination. Tapping the side of the hand. I'm releasing this. Tapping the top of the head. So that I can grow. Evolve. Tap the eyebrows. And regenerate myself. And breathe. Tapping the temples. Tuning again into this area of your life or this issue that you're focusing on. What are we talking about here? Tapping the cheeks. I give myself the possibility, tapping under the nose, of enjoying this process. Tapping under the lips, this process of becoming. tapping the chest. I forgive myself for holding on to fear, stress, or anguish. And say what's true for you. What have you been holding on to? Maybe it's sadness. Maybe it's the idea that things shouldn't be as they have been or shouldn't be as they are. And breathe. Tapping the side of the ribs. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, tapping the inside of the wrist. Giving myself the possibility of trusting, tap the side of the thumb, that this is unfolding as difficult as it's been. Big deep breath. Tapping the index finger in just the right way. Tap the middle finger. It's possible. I needed it to be like it's been. In order to what? What do you think that the hidden benefit of things being exactly as they've been might be? Maybe you needed that buildup of pressure. Maybe you needed things to get so uncomfortable that you were ready to change the way you were interacting or change what you were allowing. And breathe, tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the little finger. And I give myself the possibility, tapping the side of the hand, of allowing something new to emerge from this place of dysfunction, this place that felt dead or stuck. Tapping the top of the head, I give myself the possibility that I am coming into alignment. Tapping the eyebrows, big deep breath. Tapping the temples, I give myself the possibility, tapping the cheeks, of enjoying, tapping under the nose. This process, tapping under the lips, of rejuvenation. Big deep breath. Tapping down to the chest. Is it possible that there's something good for me in all of this? Tapping the front of the ribs. Something that I haven't seen yet. Or something that I've acknowledged but haven't really unpacked and seen. Tapping the side of the ribs. I am being given a gift here. Tapping the inside of the wrist. Even if it feels so tender, tap the side of the thumb. And so vulnerable at this stage, tap the index finger and breathe. Tapping the middle finger, I give myself permission to have the courage, tap the bottom of the fourth finger, the strength, and to have some faith in myself and some faith in life. Tap the little finger. It's okay if I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out. Tap this side of the hand. It's okay if I'm feeling my way through all of it. Tapping the top of the head. I give myself permission to continue to process old memories that get in the way. Tapping the temples. So tune in. What's a memory that comes up for you in this area that slows you down or dysregulates you? Tapping the cheeks. This memory of what? Maybe it's a time when you tried and failed. Maybe it's something cruel or mean that someone said to you. Tapping under the nose. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping under the lips. Big deep breath. Tapping the chest. I give myself the possibility of processing this old information. Tap the front of the ribs in the form of this memory, and then describe the memory. Tapping the side of the ribs and breathing. The time that, and then say what it is. Take 2 minutes as you tap the inside of the wrist and tell the story. Keep talking and tapping the thumb. Tapping the index finger, continue telling the story and breathing. Big deep breath. Tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. Tapping the little finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the side of the hand. I give myself the possibility. Tapping the top of the head. Of releasing the trauma, the embarrassment, the pain of this memory, including parts of me that felt left out, misunderstood, neglected, and breathe. Tapping the cheeks. I'm letting my body know that we're at a different time now, that this is over. Big deep breath, and say it again under the lips. This time is over. Tapping the chest. That time is over. Tap the front of the ribs, and it's okay for me to be in a new place now. Tapping the side of the ribs. I'm in a new place of, and then describe this new place that you're creating for yourself. Tapping the inside of the wrist. A new place of what? Tapping the side of the thumb. I'm open to loving and accepting myself in this new place. Tap the index finger. This place that is just beginning. And breathe, letting yourself feel the tender, vulnerable, new feeling of things that are newly beginning. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. So what questions come up for you in this new place? Tapping the little finger. The question of how long will this last, or how long will this take? Tapping the side of the hand. I don't know how long this will take. Big deep breath. Tapping the top of the head. What other questions come up for you? Who will go with me? Will there be support? Emotional support? financial support, technical support, logistics support. Will there be support for this? Tapping the eyebrows. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the temples, big deep breath. Tapping the cheeks. I'm creating the possibility of what? What would you like to create for yourself here? Say it out loud and breathe. Tapping under the lips. I'm creating the possibility, tapping the chest, of there being what? Tap the front of the ribs. Say it like you mean it. I'm creating the possibility of there being plenty of what? Tapping the side of the ribs. And what else? Love, money, energy, time, inspiration. Tapping the inside of the wrist. Giving myself the ability. Tapping the side of the thumb. To stretch and grow. Tapping the index finger. To feel nourished. Tap the middle finger. Nourished physically. What would that look like to be nourished physically in this process? Maybe that's eating better food, drinking cleaner water, taking electrolytes, remembering to take supplements, tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. I'm allowing myself to be nourished emotionally. Maybe that means turning off the news. Maybe that means learning to meditate or taking time to focus on what's positive and good. Tapping the little finger. I allow myself to be nourished spiritually, to feel connected, to feel at one with. Tapping the top of the head, I allow myself to feel loved and cared for, physically and emotionally. Tapping the eyebrows, tapping the temples. Something beautiful is coming into being. And describe for me what it is that is being rejuvenated and renewed right now. Tapping under the nose. Say it again. I give myself the possibility, tapping the chest, of feeling held, loved, and supported as this process begins. Tapping the front of the ribs. Even though I may never have done this before, and part of me doesn't know what it's like yet, it's okay. Tap the side of the ribs. I allow myself to be pleasantly surprised. Tapping the inside of the wrist. To be delighted. Tap the side of the thumb. Tapping the index finger. I allow myself to be intrigued, inspired. Tap the middle finger. Uplifted. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. And to stay motivated. Turned on. Connected to my passion and my purpose. Big deep breath. Tapping the little finger, I give myself the possibility, tapping the side of the hand, of allowing myself to enjoy this process of, and then say again, what part of you or your life is getting renewed? Tapping the top of the head. I give myself permission to feel safe in all of this. Tapping the temples, even though it means change. Tapping the cheeks, a big deep breath. Tapping into the nose. I allow myself to feel excited. Tapping under the lips to feel creative. Big deep breath. Tapping the chest. I give myself the possibility of tuning into the magic behind all of this. Tapping the front of the ribs. There is something creating an opportunity for me to change, open, and blossom. Tap the side of the ribs. And I forgive myself for framing it as a struggle, as a huge, what are you framing it as in your mind that limits you? As a letdown, as a let go, as an unknown. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I allow myself to see this as a huge gift. Tap the side of the thumb. Something that will nourish me for a long time to come. Tap the index finger. Something that is just beginning, that feels yummy and interesting and enlivening. Tap the middle finger, big deep breath. Tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. I accept any part of me that still feels, and then say how you still might be feeling. Scared, holding myself back, unworthy, vulnerable. Tap the little finger. It's okay if I'm not sure how it's going to go. Tap the side of the hand. I'm giving myself the possibility of holding this in a really positive way. Tapping the top of the head. Allowing myself to feel guided by seen and unseen realms. Tapping the eyebrows. The same way that the trees know how to do their thing. Right? There's an instinctual part that takes over in nature and moves things to the next level. And this is happening inside you. By simply putting your attention here and breathing love into the space that has felt small or tight, messy or overwhelmed. Big deep breath. Tapping the chest. I give myself permission to be so gentle with myself. Tapping the front of the ribs. Tapping the side of the ribs. I give myself permission to enjoy this process of becoming. Tap the inside of the wrist and say again what you are creating for yourself. Say it in one clear sentence. I am creating And say it in the affirmative. Like, I am creating this, not I am not creating that, right? I am creating what? Tap this side of the thumb. And I am allowing, what are you going to allow? And I am aligning with this moment in time and its desire to bring me miracles. Tap the middle finger. Beauty, love, and a renewed sense of well-being. Tap the little finger and breathe. Tap the side of the hand. I am giving myself the possibility that things are getting clearer and brighter, happier and more stable in this area of my life. Big deep breath. And tapping the eyebrows. I give myself the possibility, tapping the temples, that a part of me knows exactly what to do, tapping the cheeks, and is ready to receive this gift, tapping under the nose. And say again what you are creating for yourself and what you're asking for. Tapping under the lips. And I want you to hold it in this light and playful way. Holding it with the energy of joy, of fun, of delight. Tapping the chest. I'm open to the possibility of holding this energy with delight. Tap the front of the ribs. Tap the side of the ribs, giving myself the possibility of really enjoying this next phase. Tapping the inside of the wrist. What would it look like for you to be enjoying this process? How would you be holding your body right now if this process and this place of renewal was really underway? How would you be sitting or standing or laying right now as we're tapping? Tapping the index finger, let yourself feel that happiness. Let your bones ring with a sense of peace and well-being. Tap the middle finger. I let every cell in my body ring with vitality and energy. Tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. Giving myself permission to rejoice. Tapping the little finger. Let's say it again 3 times. I give myself permission to rejoice. I give myself permission to rejoice. I give myself permission to rejoice. Big deep breath. Tapping all over the body. Beautiful. I feel wonderful. How are you feeling? Tune in. Ask yourself, where am I in terms of what you just worked on? Pop it into the chat. Let me know. What did you learn? And what are you committed to? Alyssa says, I'm creating the possibility of being passionate and excited about my work. That's wonderful, Alyssa. Congratulations. And as you decide that that's true, I'm sure that there will be little things that feel more interesting and inspiring to you because that is the lens that you're looking through. Lolo says, I feel delighted that I get to rejoice in this time of renewal. Yeah, Lolo. Wendy C says, that was incredible, all caps, and perfectly matched for me. Good job, Wendy. One of the best taps I've ever done. Yay! I'd love to hear that. Robin says, I'm feeling rejoiceful, very powerful, thank you. Yakova says, I'm creating the possibility of becoming even healthier and full of vitality. Carrie says, fabulous. Oh, I'm glad you liked this one. Team Love is reporting back, I feel amazing. Wow, received a powerful healing. Thank you, Sonya. Oh, yay, Magnus. Well, I feel really good, too. This is, says Mariah says, my heart is overflowing with energy. I'm committed to continue to tap and believe in myself. Ryan says, this hit 100%. Bam. Love it. Joyce says, my eyes are wide open and the possibility and seeing my surroundings with more clarity, depth, and honesty. Thank you. All right. Stephanie says, I'm creating the possibility that my pleasure and joy are my responsibility. Amen, sister. Eric says, I'm creating the possibility of bringing love back into my home. Oh, that's huge on every level. Lori says, a 7 down to a 3, inspired to step into deeper trust and love. Sudha says, I am so grateful, it was needed. Big thanks from Kathmandu. Beautiful. Serena says, I was honestly so triggered today right before this tap that I couldn't really fully participate, but I appreciated listening to the affirmations and your lovely voice and look forward to being able to do this again. Choki says, what a phenomenal tap, super on point and timely. I'm awakening to being grateful for all the deep renewal happening in my body. And Chucky says, wildly tingly. This was an incredibly strong tap. I felt you there, Choki. I really did. You came into my mind while we were doing this. Jennifer says, many tears shed, heart-opening session towards feeling worthy, loving, and enough. Aww. And Victoria says, I'm ready for the new chapter of my career that is starting today. Wow, y'all. This just hit it right on top of the target for me too. So I am so glad to be here with you. I'm so inspired. Let's see, the update on the land that I have just bought and have been building this healing center on for the last 5 or 6 months, I guess it's about 5 months, is that something amazing is happening in our biggest tree. The tree net wizards have appeared today and have started weaving a beautiful tree web for us to bounce and play and dream and meditate and have classes in this giant tree. So right before Circle, I was out showing them what colors I wanted, where, and we were talking about the design of it, and I'm hanging these beautiful spinning net swings in trees all over the land. It's just, it's so exciting. I want to thank you for the donations that have been coming in every week from Circle. You are helping us create this project. You're helping me pay the tree net wizards. You are helping us buy the materials to create the swings and the nets and to get ready for our first training this spring, which is now sold out. So if you are interested in training with me, the applications to join us for the fall, that link was just created yesterday and it's live right now. And there it is. Okay. He says it says spring on this image, but it does go to the fall page. So trainwithsonya.us is the link for those of you watching on replay, and those of you live, you just saw the link pop up. Thank you for putting your donations in, and there is a link about to pop up for donations. And I'm going to leave you with a great song to rock your world by one of my favorite DJs, Equanimous, a song called New Beginnings. And I love you so much. I look forward to seeing you in the circle.
I'm clearing out my space, I'm dropping my fake friends. I swear to God I'm never gonna do that shit again. Never going back, never going back. Yeah, I live in the present, I don't live in the past.